What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I am Corey Jackson, and those of you that know that this channel is all about lifestyle. It's all about my sports career, things I learned through sports. It's about fashion, it's about fun, it's about family. It's just about all the things that I've experienced and things that I want to share with you guys. I appreciate you guys once again. Today, I'm going to be talking to you guys about these jerseys in the back that's hanging up and what they mean to me, and what each of those jerseys represent for that period in my life. And so I'm going to break that down to you guys. Hopefully you enjoy this video. If you love good content, obviously sub to this channel. Definitely like this video. Other than that, we're going to get right to it. So I'm going to start first and foremost with my University of Nevada football jersey. This is not necessarily where most things started for me, but I want to start for this, just to start with this one, just to kind of shape the perspective of kind of my career and how things actually shaped out to where they actually ultimately ended up to be. Okay. All right. So if you guys can see, and I'm gonna move the camera a little bit. I have my football jersey here, right? But you see right here, I'm highlighting my University of Nevada basketball pictures right there, right? And so the reason why that's relevant is I would have never played football at the University of Nevada if I wasn't first a basketball player there, right? And so I came there on a basketball scholarship, spent 2 years there playing basketball, ended up having a really good basketball career, but I didn't get drafted into the NBA, didn't sign with a team, didn't want to go overseas. And so when I came back to campus to further my degree, football coaches said, yo, you need to be playing football. And so that's how I got here. And so this is why this jersey means so much to me, because it gave me an opportunity to just engage in a different sport, show my athleticism and my athletic skill set outside of the basketball court. And so this was a big part of the journey. And so this is my first, really since like junior varsity football, my first time really hopping on the field, putting on pads and a helmet and all that good stuff. And so this jersey represents a lot for me. I autographed my own jersey, and my motto is winning is a lifestyle. And these are things that, all these things that you guys see, these are things that my kids are going to get to have and keep, and their kids to get to have and keep, and all that good stuff. So this is a very important moment in my life for sure. This jersey, right? This jersey, this number 70 jersey, literally represents just the beginning of my professional career. When I got to the Browns, I didn't know a lot about football. For us playing at a high level, obviously that's the highest level, playing in the NFL. And so I was very inexperienced. And so I got this jersey, and my first year there, I made the practice squad. And so this was a very important moment for me, because it solidified that I did have potential to be a really good football player. I had a team that believed in me, coaches that believed in me. And so this is a very important moment for me, because it just really gave me the confidence to know, like, man, you didn't even play football, varsity football in high school. You only played 12 plays of college football, but somebody believes that you have the potential to be a good football player. And then as you can see here, we'll bring it a little closer. This is a super important moment. This jersey and this picture don't necessarily go together, because this is the first year I made the team, and I got my first playing card, which is really cool, right? It's a Topps playing card. I have 2 of my other teammates on there. I got Alvin McKinley, and we got Kennard Lang. And so this was a very proud moment for me. The first time I seen myself on a playing card. Obviously when I was a little kid, I used to collect these cards, trade these cards, all that good stuff. But to have my very own was very, very special to me, and very important. So Definitely wanted to highlight that for sure. Now, this jersey is super, 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 super special to me. This is a period in the NFL where they had NFL Europe. The Browns thought that I needed to get more experience and more exposure to playing, so they sent me to NFL Europe. This was 2004. And the reason why this is so special to me is, one, I didn't want to go to Europe. I wanted to stay here in the States and work on my game, work with my coaches, be with my teammates in the mini camps and all that stuff. But I'm so glad I went, because it ended up being a phenomenal experience, life-changing experience, actually. And you can see here, I got some of the highlights of just being there. That's me making a tackle there. That's me kind of walking off the field after getting a sack. That's me getting a sack down here. And then over here, we just won a game and I was walking off the field there. And that's me getting another sack right here. That was a 2-sack game for me. And so it was a super, super important moment in my life. Just being there and having that experience. But funny story, so the Browns sent other guys over to Europe, and some of the guys, we were D linemen and played the same position. And before we went over, we all was hanging out and we were talking about the things we wanted to accomplish when we got over there. And honestly, when I got to the Browns, I struggled because I didn't really know technique. I even struggled getting in a proper 3-point stance and all that good stuff. And so we were talking about the things we wanted to accomplish. And I said, I want to go over there and become the defensive MVP. And the guys kind of laughed and made jokes like, man, you can't even get in a 3-point stance. And so what's really significant about that is I'm very competitive. I locked in and I focused and I worked really hard. And as you guys can see right here, I actually won the defensive MVP that year. That's the trophy right there. We actually went to the World Bowl. So I led my team to the World Bowl. And I had over 9.5 sacks that season. And so that was a super special moment for me, just being able to overcome the challenge of not having the experience and still being able to accomplish the goal that I set out to accomplish. So this jersey, this is the jersey that represents my first year, which was 2004, officially making the 53-man roster. And I chose number 90. I just like the number. I think it's a super clean number. And the funny thing about like how I made the team, or when I made the team, I just came off of Europe, playing in the World Bowl, being a defensive MVP, and I started training camp just on a tear, man. I was playing well. I was in my bag. I was feeling good about myself. And I want to say like the third preseason game, we were playing the Kansas City Chiefs, and it was just a routine play. It was a running play. The tight end was trying to basically cut me off. I locked out on the tight end. The running back was coming inside. I ripped off to go make a play, and some of my teammates had already met the running back in the hole, in the gap. And by the time I ripped off, the pile was like falling, right? And so the whole pile was like falling, and I was still disengaging from the tight end, and pile just landed on my ankle. And I heard the pop and all that good stuff. And I tried to get up and keep playing, but I just couldn't do anything. And so it was a scary moment for me because, one, I'm like, man, I may not even make this team, or my career may be over. And it was just a tough moment. But I ended up getting treatment. They had me diagnosed with a high ankle sprain, so it didn't completely tear. The ligament had a slight tear in it, but it didn't completely tear. And so I was out for 6 to 8 weeks. And the funny story is that the decision, when they make decision for who's going to be on the 53-man roster, they have to consider who's healthy, who can play, who cannot play, who can contribute, all that good stuff. And the day of, I was actually in the building getting treatment, and I'm thinking, man, they're going to cut me, man. Like, I can't play. I'm sitting here on a bad leg. And sure enough, I think at that time they had until like 3 p.m., I think Eastern, to let everybody know if they made the team or if they're going to get cut. And I was leaving the facility, and it was like 2:59, and my agent called me and said, man, congratulations, my man, you made it. And so that was just like a super, super big moment for me. Obviously, making it on the 53-man roster, being able to play, and like I'm gonna play on Sunday. It was just a extreme, unbelievable experience in itself, and it was something that I always remember, that feeling of just accomplishing that, making the team and overcoming, even though that I was injured. I did enough, and the coaches saw enough in me to put me on that 53-man roster. As you can see here, these are a few images. This is me after one of our practices, and then once again, this is kind of my playing card. I love that card for sure. But yeah, so this was the moment, man. This was the moment I made the team and solidified myself as an NFL player officially, and I was no longer a practice squad guy. So yeah, so that was just me highlighting a few of my jerseys and things that just really has a special place for me, having to be on this journey that I've been on, going from not getting a scholarship in high school to getting on a bus, showing up at a junior college, and fighting my way onto the basketball team, and just going through the practice squad and all those things. And so I just want to kind of highlight those things and show you guys what they meant to me. Every jersey, every piece of memorabilia has a story. I'll do another video showing you guys some of my basketball stuff and kind of the deeper story behind some of that as well. But just a part of my life that has been super important. It's made me the man I am today, the entrepreneur I am today, the husband, the father I am today. Just having these experiences, these deep-seated experiences, these tough challenges, going through just the battle of trying to accomplish your dream and fighting for it and fighting really hard for it. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, definitely sub to this channel. Also hit that like button. I appreciate you guys so much. I am Corey Jackson. Catch y'all next time.